Here are 3 kinds of noodles. Choose the one you most want to choose by your intuition. The first one is once you've chosen, let's get started. Why does the landlord keep smoking non-stop, enduring constantly? That's all for our video today. This person is very sincere and very capable. He is a chauvinistic man, and at the same time, he is quite authoritative outside. I see that there will be these multiple relationships. He's extremely upset because someone has brought in rumors and gossips. He feels very confused because some relationships have led him to consider giving up his stable relationship. But his relationship with his stability is not particularly good. They often argue, have disagreements. So now he, in a very confused struggle, he is considering whether to say goodbye to her door-to-door relationship. And this person, he is severely injured. He feels that meeting you is a destiny given by God. He thinks that being with you all is an arrangement by God. He feels like chatting with you all has an inexplicable feeling, as if it's very cordial and endless, because he thinks you are why does he keep smoking and staying up late? Actually, there's a part of you here that's in a secret relationship. So for him, you're that beautiful and wealthy person with long legs. To tell you the truth, he thinks you spend too much money, and he can't afford you. If he's not good enough for you, even though he's in a better position, I believe many people can afford to keep such a baby without working. So, this person has a high occupancy rate. This person's conditions are average. There has been a wave. Although he tends to govern rights, his conditions may not be particularly deceptive. He may just be a civil servant. He can only be selfish. Of course, if you say he likes acquisitions, the rewards from the face of the card, I think he is still more selfish. This person is somewhat selfish and has a very strong strategy. Besides, some people ask how much he wishes to be with you. He has rested his person's submission to Piyasanma. He has thought about some relationships between you. This person seems to isolate themselves on purpose, but what they really value are spiritual matters. They favor platonic love. Now, they don't want to be alone anymore. They want to join the crowd. He needs to interact with people more. As this relationship really confuses him, there must be artists in it. I think the reason it serves non-stop is because it can't solve your current relationship. Why does it stay up all night? Because it can't afford you, you spend too much money. To be honest, if he only relies on this regular salary, he can't give you much. However, he believes that if he doesn't consider anything, he will definitely neglect mentally. Especially at night, this person must have trouble sleeping. This person smokes a large part of the time, but if you say he doesn't smoke, then smokes. But he stews cigarettes overnight, so don't be too high. So for these kind of people, they will be very enthusiastic to hit your live broadcast and will use lagging. Then they restrain themselves. Let them think of you because of this relationship. He will be very influential. Especially now, there are some potential gibberish and stuff. He says there's no one who has their own ideas quite a lot. It's quite layered, isn't it? So he considers more about what he does, so he will immediately. He's definitely gonna stay up all night, especially when this person is more authoritative. He thinks more at night. He can only, if this person, he thinks, if there are people who want to give up on me, I believe they should bless you if they are with you, because they think you are his mother. This is such an answer, okay? This is the first one. Second group, why does he keep smoking and why does the cigarette keep stewing? First, let's take a look at this group of friends. You guys have really decided. It's quite hurtful to talk to him. It's very unfair to him. And then some languages are seriously injured. And he is not to be outdone. It's like you two are going to do another piece together. Your words are not pleasant, and my words are not pleasant either. I see a lot of these netizens now. Some are. It's becoming more and more rational, at least weaker than the previous girls. And this person is now resting and she needs to recuperate. She feels too tired. I saw a lot of these babies have already made exponential statements. But mom, and this baby is basically doing housework. This baby, you and him, both of you to be honest, are very high status individuals. Just now neither of you had any expressions. Just the kind of crying face, where I smile, you know? He is older in age, so he wants face, and you want face, so you two should both go for face. Next, there are some babies. I see this group of babies. You are like a queen in his heart. Your position in his heart is too high, okay? Perhaps you two are absolutely equal in terms of intelligence, and you are even deeper. You are like a bright planet in the other's heart, so bright that this group, so you'll deal with it in your own haughty, indifferent, or rather fierce attitude. So after he couldn't stand it, he severed ties. Honestly, if you were with this person, you would definitely have an edge over him. For your group of children, I see some lagging. Some are over for good. Some lack blessings. Moreover, to be honest, when this person is in front of you, you are superior. Even more powerful, he says nothing about the idea above. Perhaps you two can really solve a problem by thought. Both can do it. Both of you are very charismatic. If you want to end it here, don't drag, okay? He still can't get in touch. If you say it's fun, let's continue, but it won't be that quick. Some old guys are stuck here and won't let them out. Of course, some still express a sense of safety. Some people are still checking their social feeds, okay? I see this contradiction. Those of you who enter the field seem to have soft hearts and tongues. You are originally the queens of news, but your language hurt. It's so awesome that it makes everyone unhappy. Now, even if you watch a video, you guys just ask in vain. You feel that he's nothing to you, but in fact, he really wants you to admire him. But you just don't, and that makes him unhappy. It's challenging. Anyway, I have it in here too. To be honest, there are several ways in here that I like some other babies. But when you are with him, the two of you are a perfect match. So sometimes he will be very proud. When you two are communicating and are in a good state, he feels comfortable. He believes you should give him that feeling. You can understand him. You can understand him. But generally speaking, when you are better than him, there are wounds in his game. So whichever they decide to cooperate with you, which one to tell you. So he will think, why are you becoming like this to me? To our relationship? Do you know your position in my heart? So, because of this state, this person will keep twitching and thinking about this. So everyone finds it very laggy. How do you feel the lagging in wearing the uniform for warmth? Believe it or not, I've checked 6 people. None can stand it. I think the way to stay up late in uniform is different. I think their method of staying up late is amazing. Very few people stay up late, right? Most of you are cultivating yourselves, taking good care of yourselves, and then starting to fight. Because you guys can really stir up a career, since you're too strong. I think the current feeling at your stage, unless you want to admire him or something, but you guys think it's unlikely. So, this baby, you guys won't end so quickly. This baby, ending and reconciling, won't happen so fast. It's a cooperation formation from all over the place. This group is good. Here comes the second group. Why does he in the third group keep smoking non-stop? I would like to add that the second group of babies are more regular and self-reliant. So the person that the second group of babies think of in their hearts, they don't stay up late unless they have too much mental pressure, and they might not stay up after staying up late. They are all in show business when they are resting. That is, after you quarrel with him, he doesn't want to argue with you and goes to sleep. You're too lazy to quarrel. You tell him to go ahead. He sees it's no use, so you just stop quarreling. Well, the third kind. First of all, I see these friends. You are the person who wants to go in this person's heart. I feel like the people are all getting sick these days, right? They both like and dislike it. The way these babies talk doesn't really make sense. Does it hurt? With so many treasures, basically none of you suspect any pace. Because the feeling you give him is very comfortable. The recording is very flavorful. If you insist on asking him, or say you have to go to him, he will definitely listen to you. Your current feelings are complicated. Not sure whether to end or continue with him. This group of babies actually communicate frequently, but you've been communicating for a long time, and you didn't get to the practical meaning. What does it mean? That is, they didn't deeply understand each other. So to be honest, this person doesn't want to hear outside views on their qualifications and some impression influences. So this person is also a tongue dog. He won't comply with your request, but he's a contradictory person, wanting to reach out to you. If you were to break up and block him, he would act impulsively, which can be quite troublesome. He's happy when he thinks of you, which makes him quite interesting. He wants to, but he has the ability to make customizations, super customizations. But why customizations? This group of babies is completely false news. This group is heartbreaking. What are you talking about? If you are the original match for it. This dog, which is the only object he has in mind, you will definitely ask him to clear out the 1,000 plants outside. There's a second side to this job. In fact, some of you may have a stable object. I don't know how to choose. I don't know whether to continue with him or what. Give me an answer. You see why I can't stand it. You don't like it either. There's a lot going on in the market. So there are people who won't look for you no matter what. Oh, it's just... Well, in fact, so once you guys follow up, this person might be driving.
You look again.
Sometimes he might fade away slowly. Or some of them are getting bored of life. But he would think you're just daydreaming. Ruining a good relationship like this. That's impossible. This person, especially during the day, when he sees someone who looks like you, he will regard him as you. So whether he's a sticky or not is wrong, because this person actually misses you a lot, because you're the person he wants. But the feeling you give him sometimes reminds him of the hurt he's had, so he's very wary of your improvements and dreams. Once he solves it, he controls himself. You want to chat with him about some deeper topics, and he chats with you. But in reality, after chatting for a while, no ideas came out. A lot of times, I don't understand this person at all. The reason why you are so into him is it's lingering, because in love, someone else is leading the whole scenario. So, do you guys get influenced by someone? And many of you think he's handsome, and you guys also have a strong personality, which he finds appealing. A kind of quality or feeling that is very hard to give up. Although he might stay up all night, I think the degree of his late nights is probably lesser. To tell the truth. Think about it and just do it, okay? There are so many babies, that's all for this video. He tends to think more during the day and less at night. He might chat until the other person is sleepy and you're still talking. Some babies may think it's impossible due to practical issues, even if you give birth to the fairy in your heart. He may think it's better to break up here because there's no result for them. That's how some babies think. You may have other options. So this sentence, this person and you will both have charm, and this person will look a bit better. So, you might be especially happy about him. So he keeps smoking and staying up late, using this way of life. I think it's because he feels he's good looking and has thoughtful ideas. Maybe smoking and such. His movements can turn people off. If I stay up late like this, I feel it's better to think about it during the day. I think I should stay up less at night. After all, this third one is sponsored by the mainland. If you hear yours, just listen. If you hear yours, remember to give me a little red heart. Then forward. Comment. And what else do you want to test? You guys should incorporate more. Bye-bye.